streaming. All three of them should start.
Niggas know I'm the wild, wild best.
Look like I'm getting some traction there. Come on. I'll check
When it's
Twitch.
time for a gas station, you know, wild, wild the best.
Twitch says I'm offline, but then it says I'm live at the
When
same
my
time.
son was a baby, he used to wow the best.
All right, do me a favor. One of y'all, AJ, you got 2 phones. Go on my YouTube channel. See if I'm actually live. Because that's the issue.
Yeah,
I can't.
actually, motherfucker, I got right on YouTube my PlayStation. And yes, you are.
Yeah, see if I show up as live.
Yes, you are, nigga.
I'm live. All right.
No, but it's a video playing.
There's a video playing. Let me see.
They say error, but it say you live.
Okay, yeah,
Right,
I see it. It says I'm live. I see it now. All right. Technical difficulties. Whew. That was a rough one right there. Let me. How do I want to organize this over here? I don't think I need this screen up anymore.
I'm gonna see that bullshit.
Oh wait, I need the script that I'm gonna be working with.
Can walk in paradox. No, I'm not. This is what a triceratops reptile.
All right, going live or starting officially in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ahoy, Malloy! Wrestling fans, welcome to another exciting special edition episode of the 5-Star Frog Pod. I'm your host, D-Cypher, and today we're diving into the results of WWE's 2024 SummerSlam straight from the Cleveland Browns. You know, I had to take the Browns to the Super Bowl before the podcast started. Ohio. This year's SummerSlam is packed with twists and turns, breakups, makeups, and cake-ups, and a lot of title changes, and you know, I'm a fan of that. But as always, I'm not here alone. Joining me to break down today's action is our wrestling aficionados. We have Dashy and West Philly AJ. How's it going, guys?
Congratulations on taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. I hope y'all made a splash.
Don't do that. Don't do that. AJ, what's up with you? How you doing, man?
I've been telling, man, good. Last night was a little had me butt hurt and sad.
You
was I want to
a bit
beat
emotional.
up Dom. I want to beat up Dom. I'm touching my girl again.
All right, we're gonna get there. First thing, though, we gotta start off with the giant-sized elephant in the room, and that's the main event: Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. Cody Rhodes, he won. You know, he's Superman, Goku. Actually, yeah, he like Goku because he won, but with the assistance of some help. Like he had to phone a friend, even though he didn't really phone a friend.
A former enemy.
Yeah, former enemy on some Vegeta stuff. Basically, the match ended. If you haven't seen it yet, full spoilers ahead. The match ended with a little bit of help from Roman Reigns, which was quite the surprise for many in attendance, but not to you guys. So, Dashy, what's your take on Cody retaining the title, especially now that Roman's involved? Was it the right call, or should Solo have walked away with the belt?
First and foremost, put the ones up and acknowledge the original tribal chief, okay? Roman Reigns, he returned in superhuman fashion or superhero
OTC,
fashion.
OTC, that's the OTC right there.
And not OTM, not out the mud, not OTF.
Don't call him OTC.
That's what he chose to call himself. Yeah, yeah, that's his shirt.
Shirt name.
I'm the OC. I'm the OCT.
You know what I'm saying? He came back. He reasserted his dominance. I like how it looked like he was going for Cody first, but he switched up and went to Solo. Speared the hell out of him, stared Cody down. It's not like he's cool with Cody. He like, listen, I'm gonna get to you in a second, but I gotta take care of some family business first. So I rocked with that. So now, technically, Roman is face. Is he the top face over Cody now? Is Cody number 2? Number 2 face in the company?
No, definitely not. But that's a great question. AJ, what do you think? Was it the right call to have Cody win, or should Solo have walked away with the belt, stole it off from him, and then Roman has to fight Solo for his belt back? Then Cody's like, don't forget about me, guys.
It was the right call because the Bloodline storyline was getting watered down and being trashed. Cody as a champion was being boring. Now we could start get away from Cody and the Bloodline, let him have some real feuds,
Against
and
who?
let the Bloodline do its thing.
As AJ, I mean, as
And
Dashy
you're
just said, yeah, but see, Randy Orton be your
Listen,
only guess, but Roman's a heel. I mean,
Orton,
Roman's a face right now,
you
so Roman not going against Cody.
you can have Orton, KO.
Why would he go against KO? Now you turning
Well,
KO heel? Come on.
listen, they got to do something. I'm trying to name some big stars. You got to be a star to get this belt.
and it's
I'm
not that
trying to
many
name.
people on SmackDown. Really,
Yeah, so that's
Cody
all I
face.
named.
All
That's why I
right,
named
I
KO.
got 3 letters for you, and they don't start with an R. HIM. He need to go. I can't even get the words out. He need to get the goal. Him, Carmelo
And
Hayes.
he meant. I would
He just lost
agree.
against Andrade.
Oh yeah,
Exactly. I
he
would
did lose. He
agree if
did
he
lose to
was
Andrade. That was weird.
if he
It should
didn't
have been
lose
back and forth. It shouldn't have been
exactly. If he didn't
Andrade
lose 3 times
2-0.
in a row, I would have said Carmelo would be fine because he already faced Cody Rhodes in his technically first match on the main roster. So
Yeah, it's the
they
first
got the
canonical match. Everything in NXT don't count. It's like no.
yeah.
But you
Yeah.
want so y'all would rather Carmelo Hayes go out there
No,
and
no,
lose
no, no,
again?
no, no. I said if he hadn't lost to Andrade twice in a row, I would
Okay.
see the argument for him. But since he did, nothing. He needs to get some momentum on the side.
But-
But Andrade,
Build up Andrade, and make him try to challenge for the belt. I don't think Andrade got the star power, but let him do it. I've said it about
he faced
Yeah.
people and
before.
he already announced that he was coming after the United States Championship. So
Oh, okay.
But did y'all see that pop though? The Roman music hit.
His music
He
kind of
got
started
music?
off a little
That
bit
pop-
slower. Yeah, I was like, I see the graphic on the
That's to
side of
change
the
the theme
ring.
song.
Yeah, I see the graphic on the side of the ring say head of the table, but I'm like, why is music taking a little bit longer to do the dun-dun-dun-dun? Whatever, you know.
It was a
how it
lot
goes.
more drums too.
Yeah.
The drums are exaggerated.
I'm like,
I
and
gotta
it
hear
shows
it
the
in full
difference of the
before I
star
like it.
power. Roman is bigger than Cody.
I was about to
You
say,
see.
Cypher, you tripping saying Cody is not number 2 face now.
Damn.
I'm gonna tell you
Well,
something. I was
but-
on my way
hold on.
home and I saw.
But you
Roman's not a
guys are
face,
the
though. He's not a face.
official
Look.
officials. I'm the casual.
Look, so WWE put out a new special edition belt for Roman Reigns' title. They had 1,316 copies of it, or makes of it, and they sold for $600 each. They sold out within an hour. He made almost $800,000 in an hour for the company just returning for 5 minutes last night. Not even 5 minutes, for 2 minutes last night. That nigga
That's
is
5 minutes. No, he walked. It was 5 minutes. He took his time.
yeah, that
He
long
did
ass
his dumb
right, that
behind
long ass
stroll.
walk. He made that
I
much
hate that
money
walk.
just showing his face. A walkthrough in the club for Roman's $800,000.
Just to get punched in spirit and then walk out.
Right, just to punch his cousin and walk out. Like that man is money. Cody is number 2 right now. He's a good number 2. He's at number 2,
Listen.
you know, fresh off of work.
He worked less than listen. He worked less than them and get paid 10 times more than them.
Yep. Oh damn, Roman.
Even when
Number one guy. I
even
thought
when he
we were
was
giving it
champ.
to Super Cody Rhodes. I mean, he's not Super Cena. He's not burying nobody. He is eating some L's as he should, making it more realistic. So I thought Cody was still going to be number 1 guy. But I get the argument you guys are making. Since he shows up less, it's like, oh, we miss you more.
Pretty much.
Yep.
All right, well, moving on. We're going to switch it up. Let's talk about Damian Priest versus Gunther. That was a great fight. So Gunther walked away with the World Heavyweight Championship after forcing Damian Priest to submit Finn Balor. He came in and grabbed his foot. He grabbed his
will
leg
say,
because
interject
Damian
real quick.
Priest did the end of day. I don't know the name of the move. Sorry.
He never tapped.
No,
Priest didn't
look,
tap.
let me interject real quick. I wish we would have done the Dom and Liv one first, since they came first, and they kind of technically
Oh, okay.
it don't matter with
I can switch it up.
canonical, but it still happened. But it's a bit related.
I'll skip. We'll go Liv Morgan. All right, rewind what I just said. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan retains the Women's World Championship in a hard-fought match that was dominated in the early settings by Rhea Ripley till she had a shoulder pop. But Liv keeps the gold. Liv's reign has been nothing short of impressive. She's on her revenge tour, full stop. How do you guys, or AJ, we start off first. How do you see her future shaping up, especially after such a tough fight with Rhea and no interference at all? It's like, no.
I got this going to Survivor Series. I got them dragging it. That's it. But overall, though, that match was Rhea kind of put Liv over a little bit, though. I'm not gonna hold you. She made Liv wrestle a little better. Like besides botch popping out Rhea's shoulder.
I'm gonna say that I laughed when Rhea's quote unquote shoulder popped out her socket. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't, but
No, it was when you look
it
at the
didn't
replay.
really. But
Yeah.
what made it funny to me was when she smacked it on the announce table, pop it back in, and then just cocked it like some type of Terminator. I'm like, okay, now y'all just wrestling is still a cartoon. Thing. Wrestling is still a cartoon. Then it made me laugh hard when she did it the second time. I'm like, all right,
Because they get pushed
tried
back
to tell
in.
this to me the first time. Now you gonna give it to me 2 times in one match? Come on.
So, do you ever dislocated your shoulder before?
I'm not saying it's impossible.
I'm
No,
gonna
what
answer
you gotta do-
no,
you
I
gotta-
have not, because I ain't that crazy like y'all. Y'all reckless
So
out here
what you gotta-
dislocating y'all stuff.
So what you got to do is for dislocated shoulder. Only way to do this, you got to pop it back in place. So when you see
No,
how
I know
bone,
that that's possible. I've
Put a
seen
little
it happen.
right in that joint.
I'm laughing
Look.
at the way they try to sell it
how
to
she
you.
did it. But
Yeah,
that was a
and
great
twice
sell,
in one
though.
match is hilarious.
That was.
But I will say, dude, I listened back this morning on a pod to see who got their predictions right and whatnot, and I called this to a T. Now, audience, what Cypher didn't tell y'all, which I probably hopefully know, is I'm not Liv. Dom came out with Rhea, which he never does, and he got involved in the match. He stopped Rhea from smashing Liv with a chair, which seemed innocent. You know, you're going to lose the match. You keep playing like this. He said, all right, you're right. She got hit with an Oblivion. Dom, now this is where he kept my head up. He was talking to mommy, to Rhea, and he threw the chair in there while he was talking to her. In hindsight, he was distracting Rhea. But what I thought he was doing was telling her, I'm going to throw this chair in here and you use it to smack this bitch. And apparently he distracted the ref. Liv got the victory. He made out with Liv Morgan, which made me upset. But you know, what can I do? Like they used tongue and everything. That was nasty. But
I saw no
Rhea
such
was
thing.
sitting there. She
Don't
was
be,
laughing.
don't be
trying not to
disrespecting
cry.
that dude wipe, that used dude wipe like that.
He's a do wipe after you wipe.
Corey Graves was like, "Oh wow, that's such a crazy description." Michael Cole's like, "I know, he's been
my
saying
goodness.
it on Raw all the time."
What's funny is Pat McAfee is a gem. This nigga said he's a piece of, and then Cole's like, just say it. He said he's a piece of shit, Cole. And then Damian Priest come back. So after the match, this is where it ties in with the Damian Gunther Finn drop, right?
Mm-hmm. He was
After the
out here
match,
looking for him. Damian Priest was out here
he
looking
said-
for
he
revenge.
said, where's this little prick? He called him a prick. You know, that's one of those words you can't really use on TV. But they on streaming services, so it is what it is. He asked Finn, did you know? And I could tell by the look on Finn's face that he knew. I think it was scared, but he knew.
Yeah,
He knew
that was
exactly
funny.
what was going on. Him and
I had
Dom
no
ran the
idea.
train. No, they ran the train. That hotel, when they took the hotel key, that was a train. But it was a great good side for you. Now you can tell the Damien. Oh, AJ. I mean, not AJ.
What's up?
If you could tell us how you feel about the match. I don't think you told us how you felt about that match.
Oh, that match was
Liv.
gold. First of all, you started off the show with a good match because there's a couple matches on here I'm going to tell you who I didn't care about later. But you started off the show with a good match. If I didn't say the main event, I enjoyed the main event as well. Even though I felt like it should have been a little bit different, I kind of wanted Roman to deck both of them because he got to get his clap back on Cody. Or I wanted it to be an interruption. Like his interruption, Roman Reigns' came a little bit at a weird time. It should have came right before a pin, like how Damian Priest was at whatever was the last previous PLE. It was Money in the Bank, right?
Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest.
Yeah, like right before the pin. But this time Damian Priest get a chance to. I mean, not Damian Priest. This time Cody gets a chance to kick out or whatever because they hear the music of the tribal chief and they're like, "Oh, I just got jump scared." But going forward to Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, the match was very good. It started off really entertainment with realistically Liv running away from the bigger opponent, which is Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley dislocating her shoulder, which what didn't matter how it looked, it was real or fake. It looked good, is what I meant to say. It doesn't matter if it was real or fake. It looked good because I don't want them to really get injured, but I want them to look like they got injured. Like later on, there's another match. Oh no, that's the main event. Jacob Fatu got injured during the main event. We didn't talk about that. Sorry, but yeah, I don't want him to actually be injured. I want that to be fake. So yeah, I don't want real injuries, but I do want real looking like you got injured. But yeah, I enjoyed the match and I enjoyed the twist. Every match almost besides the main event, my wife kept interrupting me at the final seconds of the match. Can you grab this? Pick up this. Can you grab this? So I kept missing all the important stuff, starting from Dominic going up to the ref and sliding it. I don't even know if he slid the chair in the ring. I didn't see what happened because I got interrupted. And I'm like, oh, you just made me miss it. And I'm asking her, what happened? What happened? He's like, she just slammed her into the chair. And I'm like, what? No, how did the chair get there? Like, oh, my goodness. So, good match. Good twist.
She made you miss the whole shebang.
No, that ain't the only one. She made me miss a couple endings, a lot of pins. She made me miss. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But now let's go forward and back to Damian Priest versus Gunther. A similar thing happened. We had... Actually, no, the camera didn't show it. So, as the match was crucial ending... Damian Priest hit his, Black Wall Destiny Super War Greymon Pokemon finisher.
No, stop.
Gunther, South of Heaven. Thank you.
Heaven.
Thank you. You see this figure just coming slightly off camera and put his leg up on the rope and turn away from the camera. It's so funny, so dramatic, like an anime. I loved it since I'm currently watching My Hero Academia.
I did too.
Cypher, it's like he turns back
on him. Yeah, go ahead. Before I get to that point.
Though. Why did Priest roll Gunther over to the ropes? You had a dead smack.
That's what I said. I knew something was about to happen. I'm like, why you going that way?
Y'all messed the spot up, both of y'all. So I was like, bro, you caused yourself this belt.
I didn't notice that.
Gunther should have kept rolling a little bit more.
And you know why I didn't notice that? Because my goddamn wife kept on asking me to pick up stuff, move this thing out the way, and I missed it. But anyway, so yeah, his leg goes over the rope thanks to Finn Balor. Finn Balor betraying him, and it was crazy. Gunther wins. That's a crazy moment. And how do you feel, Dashi, about Balor turning on Priest? Do you think this betrayal was brewing for a while, or did it catch you off guard?
It was definitely brewing for a while. Listening back to the pod last week, I was upset that I didn't see this coming. I thought Gunther was going to win and lose, and then win it in Bash in Berlin. I love the Finn turn. I like how it happened the same night as the Dom turn. Because now my theory is Finn, Dom, Liv, JD, Carlito, they're going to keep on with the Judgment Day while Damian and Rhea turn into the Terror Twins and, go on they wreck up Carnage and stuff like that. I like this. Great storytelling. I like his back being turned. Looking all dastardly after he done did that to smile. I like even Damian Priest watching the replay to see what happened. That was smart.
Oh, that's a nice little small detail. Really I like that. Yeah, good detail. Yep.
Yeah, you don't really see wrestlers using their brain, so that was good to see. And Gunther got the win. His chest was bleeding. It was crazy. It was epic. It was probably the best match of the night for me. It was match of the night for me. I'll say.
I just don't want Gunther to be holding that title for those 666 days. We off that, boy. You know, that's a big no for me.
That's another thing, too. I don't know where you're going with Gunther now. Damian has a direction, but who's going to face Gunther? Because if you feed him Jay, now Jay Uso is taking up more losses.
Listen, it's about to be what's the name?
Talk to me, AJ. Who's going against Gunther? Who you got?
Well, I can't get to that point yet, because if I tell you that, it's going to spoil the next topic that we're going to talk, or the next match. But yeah, there's a lot of things we can do with Gunther. It's a lot. He's the ring general. Drew need his belt. Seth need his belt back. But Drew feud with CM Punk is done. The feud is between Seth and CM Punk. That's what triggered. That's who's coming for his belt.
But now with Drew's going to take another L for the World Championship.
Oh, Drew was here to put everybody over. Drew been there for 30 years, man.
He said, "I wouldn't have reason." All right, before we go into the match, just give me your reaction, AJ. What did you think about it? Like, how did you feel about the match?
I liked it. I like how it ended. It also protect Damian Priest's character because
he never
tapped out.
Oh yeah, Damian Priest. Yeah. I thought you said Drew McIntyre. Sorry, no, you good.
Oh yeah. Damian Priest. He never protected his character. He never tapped out.
He got. Okay. I was saying because he got choked out. Yeah.
But he didn't even get choked out off his own mirror. He got distracted, betrayed. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like
and they got choked out.
Yeah.
So they protect his character. He's still El Champion, but he got to handle some business real quick. It was good. I
He
liked
said he
it.
gotta handle some business real quick. All right, fair enough.
He'll be back.
We got to talk about more women real fast. So before we go into the Drew McIntyre CM Punk coolness, because I'm saving that one for last, because that was my favorite one. But let's talk about Bayley versus Nia Jax. This is a match I actually, sorry to say, didn't care about. I loved the ending because we got some shenanigans, but the beginning of it, they didn't have, as the kids would say, they didn't have any aura, so I didn't care about them. But I'm glad about the result because, again, I like a bit of shenanigans, but yeah, Bayley was boring me as a champion. I'm sorry to say it. The baby faces right now are just making for boring champions. Nia is at least a little bit smug, like she came a long way. I had the misfortune of still watching that long ass pre-show, long ass post-show. So Nia Jax was talking about how she's so happy she got another chance. Or no, the news reporter was like, "Hey, you got another chance. You were here a year ago, or it was 10 years ago, 2015." She's like, "Yeah, Triple H called me back, gave me another chance." So it was good to see her win that gold. And it was good to see Tiffy come out with the complete botched failed in cashing attempt, because I'm telling my wife, I'm like, oh, she's about to cash in. I was getting all excited, and just to get that one little forearm pop, and it fell out the ring, and there's no cash in. But Nia also didn't like get mad at Tiffy, because technically Tiffy, I think
That was the plan.
Tiffy, that was the plan. Because I thought in the
She was
locker
supposed to come out
room
and
last
distract
week in
Bayley.
SmackDown, she's like, I'm going to give you this brand new briefcase, which Tiffy's briefcase looks nice. And she's like, but you can't come out and use it. So that's why I was like, wait, I thought Tiffy would be in trouble with Nia, but it was like, no, they all good. So who did I ask last time? Dashy. So AJ, what is your take on Nia's victory, and where does this leave Tiffany Stratton in the title picture?
Tiffy about to get this belt real soon. That's all. Nia just here. She's a transitional champion to me.
Dashy, what about your thoughts?
We don't want it.
Okay. I, unlike a lot of people, liked this match. It was actually a really good match. There were no bad matches to me on SummerSlam. Some cool spots in here. That powerbomb on Nia Jax was crazy. I was expecting Bayley to lose. It was her time. Yeah, exactly. That's a strong girl right there. But I was expecting Bayley to lose. It was Nia Jax's time. I wasn't expecting to cash in. I like how they did it. I hope they don't make it a normal thing like they did last year with Damian Priest, who would try to cash in and just get his shit smacked and then fail. I hope Tiffany stays away, or they just build it for a couple months and then have her cash in on Nia Jax at like a Survivor Series or Royal Rumble. But overall, I'm not mad at it. It was a good match. I can see why it would be a bathroom break, but it was a good match. The story was lackluster, but it was still a good match.
It's because Bayley was a born champion.
Well, wait, when you say the story was lackluster, the build up to it, or the storytelling in that whole match?
The build up. The storytelling was fine
within
the match, especially the end sequence with Nia Jax powerbombing Bayley twice and then hitting two earthquakes or whatever she called her move.
I thought she hit 3 for some reason, but again, wife kept distracting me in the finale of each match, so I keep missing stuff. Because when Corey Graves said 2, I thought he said like 2 out of 3, and I'm like, yeah, usually people do 3, 1, 2, 3, and then they pin. So she only did 2 of the sit down move. Okay.
Yeah, but it was great. I liked it.
Yeah, I like the storytelling to the end. Like I said, what you said, to agree with you, the build up to the fight, and it was kind of corny. It was more interesting to see the relationship between Tiffy and Nia, because Tiffy tried to cash in when Bayley was laying down on the ground on one of them episodes of SmackDown, and Nia's like, hey, what are you doing? Because if you do that, then I gotta fight you, and I ain't trying to beat you up. You're my little princess right now. So that, for me, that about sums it up. Now
it's like the two mean girls got together and they're running the school hallways.
Yep. And it does feel like that. Now, moving right along, this one pretty cut and dry for me. This is Logan Paul versus LaKnight. LaKnight dethroned Logan Paul to become the new WWE United States Champion, marking a major milestone in Knight's career. LA Knight finally got his hands on some gold. I did you 8 last time. Dashy, this has to be like a good moment for him, right? What do you think this means for LA Knight going forward?
Long time coming for Sir LaKnight. his first actually title in WWE besides the $1 million championship. Good for him. He deserved it. He could have got it last year. It probably would have been a lot more of a bigger deal. It's still a big deal because it's LA Knight. He's still popular. He's still over. But the iron is still hot. They got it. Good timing. Logan Paul is being controversial right now, talking about things he don't understand. So, you know. And it's his hometown. If Johnny Gargano can lose in his hometown, Cleveland. Logan Paul.
Johnny Gargano should have won.
That was disrespectful for Johnny Gargano to lose in his hometown. It was not disrespectful for Logan to lose because of the stuff that you alluded to.
Oh,
and
my God.
Logan's hometown don't even like him. They was booing him anyway.
Well, he's a heel, so he's a heel.
Cypher don't care for Logan. He don't never care for Logan.
I mean, Logan made himself a person to not care for, so it's one thing if we brought up, like, a Mr. Beast, and I've been hating on him constantly, and then I finally feel vindicated because the stuff came out, but at least with Logan Paul, he's always been that type of person that you don't want to root for.
You gotta give him his credit. He may not be someone you may like as a personality, but
he can wrestle. Yeah.
Springboard,
I said it before you said it. I said it before you said it so that you know I'm not a hater. Before you said, I just want the record to show. I said it before, and I also said it when he was in Saudi Arabia and he did the drone shot. I said I may not like him as a person, but he got some athleticness to him, and he can go.
But that springboard he did outside the ring to LA Knight, first of all, he smacked his jaw on LA Knight's head. That's why LA Knight rolled over to make sure he was okay. I saw that, so that had to hurt. But he killed that springboard when he jumped up, turned around, did a moonsault. Oh my God! I was like, this nigga is different.
Now I want to also mention, just because you know I may not like him as a person, does not mean I don't like him as a wrestler. As a wrestler, he's fine. As a person, he got some issues that I don't agree with. Same thing with some people don't like Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan did some things and said some things recently. Yeah, Hulk. I'm trying to not allude to it, but if fans want to know, you can ask in the comment section or ask Dashy right now. He'll tell you Hulk Hogan did and said some things that I don't agree with. But in the wrestling world, he's like, I'm a real, American. You know how it go. I don't want to get too into it, but so same thing with that. So that's my feelings towards Logan Paul. I can separate the art from the artist.
In other words, is Logan Paul, he don't bang with you.
No, if I met Logan Paul, I'd keep it cordial.
He not like us.
He not like us. All right, say less. He not like us. Don't worry, LP. LP, I got you, bro. I got you. It's
cool. You shorten his name?
LP.
Go home.
LP. Oh my God.
Go home.
You're terrible.
Call your Uber, bro. What is going on?
That's LP. Stop disrespecting Mr. Impulsive. He could guess. He could. Okay, first of all, I want to let you know you're a fraud right now, because if LP emailed me right now asking the showrunner Dashy, can he get on the show? Dashy, what you saying?
Why would I say no to Logan?
Oh, okay. You hear this? You hear this?
Wait. No, look, there's a difference. I might not say no, but I mean, I'm gonna kiss his ass. He come up here. We can still have a conversation, have some dialogue. I'm still be on your ass like, hey, yo, you was a dickhead in your early 20s and your teens, but you can wrestle. And you respect the sport.
I'd say also he's kind of being a dickhead now with some of the things. I wouldn't say that to him personally because I don't really like confrontation, but I might bring up.
The suing, the lawsuit things, I don't know much about that. It's not my business. It's way above my pay grade to judge him on that. The whole tweets about the Olympic athlete, that was him being ignorant and speaking without knowing, because I was confused too, but that's what happens when Americans don't mind their business. You just get into things that you don't really need to get into. So he should have just shut up on that, but I don't really care what the dude do or say nowadays. He can wrestle. That's all that matters to me.
Fair enough. Let's talk
It's like Deshaun Watson.
I don't know what he did, so you'd have to quickly inform me real fast. What did Deshaun Watson do?
TLDR, he requested a trade from the Texans. They didn't want to let him go, so they released some stuff about him inappropriately touching or exposing himself to massage therapists, masseuses. And he got kicked out of the league for like 2 years, but he came back. He was top 5 quarterback in the league by the time he got kicked out. He came back and now he's like a shell of himself. What you say?
But I feel like they did him dirty. What was the main point of this? That the NFL did you dirty? I missed the point now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got sidetracked by that horrible story.
The Texans were like a dumpster. They were heading towards a dumpster fire. He wanted to leave. They said no. And then he pretty much did some shit where he requested a trade, and then they released all the information like, yo, he's a creep. And so nobody wanted him for 2 years. He couldn't play. He came back last year? He came back last year full time, and he was mid. So he went from top 5 to mid because they left him out for 2 years. And that's how they destroyed the black man.
Well, speaking
nobody know if it's true or not. They just got it's all he said, she said, but they labeled him as a creep, and
that reminds me of Jonathan Majors. They say it's more to the story, like he had a pattern of behavior, but I'm still on free team Jonathan Majors, only because I don't know much about it, and it feels like they did him dirty. But anyway, speaking of...
that is different. I would say real quick, I got to add this detail. Deshaun Watson had like 20-something allegations. Jonathan Majors just said that one. So
no, they said it was a pattern of behavior from Jonathan Majors, like even with his previous girlfriend.
That was a lot.
That's a lot. See, that's what I'm saying. So with that, speaking of Logan Paul, I don't want to speak too much on it and then be ignorant to the fact, and I felt like Logan Paul tweeted that and he should have maybe done some research, or he just felt the way he felt, because when I first read the tweet, I'm like, damn man, you can't be having guys fighting girls. But then it's like, bro, she not even like, then it's like, oh well, maybe retract it, or don't be so in a rush to put tweets out.
That wasn't wrong, but he put it on the wrong person. I was just say that.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's good. That's good. I like that, because it was a UFC. Joe Rogan talked about this to death, so we ain't got to go into it. It was a UFC fight that happened in that same way, where it was a biological male, and he cracked her orbital bone. It's crazy, because men have denser bones. But speaking of dense bones, in top 5, let's talk about somebody who breaks bones. I'm speaking of Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn. Braun Breaker, as you know, captured the WWE Intercontinental Championship by beating my man Sami Zayn. Braun Breaker is the new champion. AJ, what does this mean for Zayn? And how do you see Braun's run with the title going?
I got Braun about to be like Bill Goldberg.
Okay.
He's about to start running through everybody with this belt.
If only Ricochet was here.
Because it's going to be Dragunov coming next.
No, but it would have been like really sweet for Ricochet to come back after Braun has the title. Sorry to interrupt. I feel like Ricochet would be a good foil.
It's still good.
Because Ricochet, but mind you, they think he signed to AEW. He never.
Ricochet can't come back.
We don't know where he at.
I thought we reported that. I guess it was rumored to be signing to AEW. He never officially signed.
Still rumored.
Can I say something that is irrelevant to this? His girlfriend, Ricochet's fiance, has been wilding on Instagram. I think, I ain't gonna put her name out there. She been posting some things.
She put herself out there.
That's her business, and that's her and her dude business. But it's like, couldn't be me, bruh. Couldn't be me.
Yeah. Especially because she was so innocent at first.
But thank you. Hold on, let me start with that. But thank you. Hold on. Let me end it with that. But thank you. She was so innocent and sweet at first that now doing it is like, come on, I don't want to see this from you. No, but the rest of the Jones. Cool? All right, hold on. This is how she trap you. She know her social media game. The first pick, folks. If you don't know, we're talking about Samantha Irvin's WWE announcer. She's also the fiance to Ricochet, and on her Instagram, she do something called Hump Day Wednesday. And the first is a slideshow of pictures and videos. The first picture is something a little bit more.
There's always something skinny.
Yeah, and then the rest of them be like silly behind the scenes stuff. So she's just doing that to get. Well, I don't know her reason. I'm not her, but it appears she's doing it to get some social media engagement. People in her comments like, "Why are you doing this? Where's Ricochet at?" She's like, "We watching The Sopranos right now." So it is what it is. But
it's literally always the first picture. She might sprinkle a second one somewhere like the 4th or 5th. You know, on the picture, but that first one to get that thumbnail for the profile. Yeah, she knows she knows.
Yeah,
and she got less clothes on each week. Look at it, I did my research.
But Dashy, how you feel about that Zayn run? Was it a good run? Good run?
Yeah, man. Sammy Hogan. First of all, shout out to Braun Breaker for the hell of a rookie year he's having. He killed Ricochet. All right, he then broke Dragunov, and he captured the Intercontinental Championship. So shout out to Braun Breaker. Sami Zayn, my boy. You better go for that world title. I'm sick and tired. I got mad when we was there live in person and people started chanting to Sami Zayn, "You deserve it," for winning the Intercontinental Championship. I'm like, guys, he's had this before. This is not the World Championship. Can we do this when he gets the World Championship, when he deserves? I would say deserve the one he should get by now.
Now let me ask my experts. I was about to ask you that. Has he ever won either of the world titles, Universal or whatever?
NXT Championship.
Okay,
Not the
NXT.
WWE or Universal.
No,
But his tag team partner
Vince
has,
didn't
right?
see
Has
him.
KO ever won one or no?
Yes, it's been
Interesting.
Universal and WWE champion. But
Interesting.
KO, Sammy, Vince has never seen Sammy as more than a mid card. He was like Daniel Bryan. Vince always saw him as a very high B plus player, which like never gave him the world championship. Before Sammy was in the bloodline, he had a WrestleMania match with the nigga from Jackass, Johnny Knoxville. Like that's what Sammy was doing before he entered the bloodline. So he deserves a shot or a run chasing the world gold or something, or go back to the bloodline storyline now that Roman is back. Reform that with Jay and Jimmy and have fun.
Before depending on how long form the storytelling is, if we're going all the way to WrestleMania with the Rock versus Roman thing, I would like to see him try to get the gold. Even if he gets the gold for a month, that'd be good. But I'm in the same mindset of Vince. Sammy's a little bit corny to me, a little bit boring, but I don't mind seeing him with the gold for a little bit though. And I don't want him.
He definitely is one of those workers right now that's been there for so long. He's a workhorse. He's been putting on so many great matches. He deserves. If Damian Priest can get it, man, Sammy has.
That's why, yeah. First of all, the belts to me, they don't have any like, WWE's better than World Heavyweight Champion, so he could get either or. But World Heavyweight Champion seems to be that more workhorse title. Like we are allowed to move this around. It feels like the WWE's positioned their WWE Championship to not be moved around until WrestleMania, which
like
I don't like.
I don't like that booking either because it's predictable. Like 5 or 4 championships changed hands.
Oh, and that's what makes, for me, SummerSlam, I know we didn't get to overall, that's what makes SummerSlam, to me, really good. I like the changing of the hands, whether it be expected with this particular fight, Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker, or unexpected. So I'm just perfectly cool with it.
But, yeah, I like when belts change hands, but it has to happen. I don't like these long, drawn-out title reigns. But we're in that era where it, quote-unquote, has to make sense.
Has the Intercontinental or the United States, well, I already know the United States hasn't, but has the Intercontinental Championship changed hands on television in the last year or no?
No, because Gunther had it.
Oh, Gunther had it, yeah. So for me personally, I'm okay with them changing hands on weekly TV. I know they say don't give away, like AEW does, don't give away your best stuff on free TV. They've been doing it with the tag team titles, but I'm okay with them changing hands on the week show, on the weekly show.
That's how Ray got it from from Austin Theory.
On a weekly show, right?
Yeah, on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Before pay-per-view. I agree with you. Not the world title.
Not the world title. I mean, if it's the world title,
it depends though. It depends, really.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. It'd be a crazy episode. Again, that's the old school in me thinking of like Attitude Era stuff where they would bounce around the title week to week, which some would say lowers the prestige or lineage, not the lineage, but the prestige of it.
That word.
Which one? Prestige or lineage? Which one?
Prestige. Like this is a TV show. But that's not making deeper than what it has, what it is. I don't worry about prestige. Like I could see, like, all right, maybe not give the WWE Championship to Akira Tozawa. Maybe not do that.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Let's not worry about what.
I like that.
That's nasty work right there. Don't do that.
I would not like that. Don't do that.
Nah, he had a great match.
I don't even say he upper mid Carter. He lower mid Carter. But I love you. That's nasty. You ain't been dancing in a while, which kind of rude to say. Like, dance for me, boy.
Tozawa put on good. That's because they always got Tozawa fighting the big people, though. The heavyset people. And he always outperforming.
But, can I say another thing? So, the reason why I like SummerSlam, the girls was way more flexible, jumping off of stuff. When Cody was fighting, now, who was it? It was Braun Breaker versus Sammy. They wasn't doing no aerial stuff. Even Gunther had got in the air, I think, at one point. I like to see some aerial risk takers.
Don't do that. Sami Zayn's, he pushed Braun Breaker out after he dodged the spear. When Braun Breaker was out the ring, Sami Zayn did the dive out the ring.
Damn, so which match was it? I think it was the CM Punk in the Drew McIntyre match, which I just realized I pressed the wrong person. Good thing I said that out loud.
Maybe they're not aerial. So
yeah, no, they're not aerial, but that's what and I love seeing, to go back, I'm sorry, Jacob Fatu jump around, and I'm sorry that he hurt himself, but that shit was amazing seeing him do all that cool stuff. But since I accidentally said Drew McIntyre, let's go on to that. So to me, this was the best match. And again, y'all know me, I have a personal bias towards special guests. I mean, towards special type matches and stupid shenanigans. Yeah, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre with special guest Seth Rollins, and it was great. I thought Punk was going to win because he already lost at the Royal Rumble, and then they was piping up like, oh, Punk hasn't won, or he hasn't had a singles match in 10 years.
First match in almost 10 years.
Yeah, but then he lost. But some people saying Drew McIntyre had to win because Drew McIntyre kept taking L's. So it was good. It was all entertainment. It was a roller coaster. And I think I'm on Dashie. So Dashie, what do you think of this match, and where do you see Punk and Rollins heading next?
Great match, amazing storytelling. I did call Drew needed this win. He needed it because Punk was doing a lot of sabotaging. Drew was doing a lot of trolling, but Punk was the one sabotaging Drew's matches. So he needed this lick. In the moment, I didn't like the being distracted over a bracelet from a veteran like CM Punk.
That was very
funny.
funny.
That was a little bit rookie-ish, cartoonish. CM Punk is a veteran. Like, he's been in this joint for 20 years. Like,
no, but he saw. You talking about when he saw the bracelet on Seth Rollins, right?
Right.
That was funny. That was funny to me.
You could have got mad at Seth Rollins for any other reason, but
bracelet, bro, because he thought he took it.
But Seth Rollins was telling him, "I'm not doing this to get at you. It was on the ground. I picked it up. Drew is what you should be worried about
That's
right now."
That's what made it even funnier. That's what made it even funnier.
It was common sense.
Hold on. Before you finish that thought, did you see the tie that they had on?
The Bret Hart.
Yeah, they represented
that.
Yeah, that CM Punk. No, even Drew had the jacket on.
I'm sorry.
Like he was the Undertaker.
I'm sorry. I couldn't see anything over Seth Rollins' outfit. That nigga,
that was Shawn Michaels attire, but
I hate
Seth Rollins' way.
I hate the way Seth Rollins dressed. I hate the way he walked. I hate the way he talked. I hate the way he laughed. I'm the biggest hater. I'm the biggest Seth Rollins hater.
Do you hate his music? His theme song?
No, I love his music.
All right, you ain't the biggest hater, man.
That's the only thing really I like about his name. That's it. It's his name and his music. Those are the only things I like about Seth Rollins. I don't like his face. I don't like nothing about him. But yeah. The match was great though. The match was great. Right guy won. Amazing.
I kind of want to see CM Punk to win just because he ain't win. He already injured, but I think CM Punk. I think I text you guys this. If he's on his give back tour, like how Daniel Bryan is, or whatever his name is, Bryan Danielson is, where he's just like, oh, I'm here in AEW and I don't really care about winning, I just want to have fun, then yeah, I get it. Or KO, I think he said he don't care about winning, he just want to have fun, then yeah, I get it. But I wanted to CM Punk to win because they was all piping it up like, yeah, I was injured, tore my tricep, had a hole in my, I had the sad unfortunate watching the pre-shows, too much shit that I did not need to know. He's like, I had a hole in my arm. He's like, I had to still keep competing until Cody threw me out, and I watched it, my WrestleMania dreams launched away or something.
Talking about, you watched the entire 3 hours of the pre-show?
Well, first,
I did not watch.
First I turned on SummerSlam 2023, which was so funny because there were so many parallels. Because in SummerSlam 2023, Damian Priest interrupted Seth Rollins and Finn Balor's match, and it's funny because Finn Balor got his clapback a year later, like, I'm gonna interrupt your match. And then something else happened. Corey Graves said something, and he repeated the same quote. It was something about somebody, and I was like, wait, he said that last year too. So yeah, it was funny seeing the parallels between 2023. So I watched way too much wrestling yesterday.
That's actually a great report in Cypher. That's amazing. Nobody peeped that. I didn't see nobody say that.
Yeah, usually when I watch a movie, I try to watch the prequel. Even though it's not a movie, obviously. I try to watch the prequel just to get me brushed up.
Right. See what happened last time.
But that match, though, I feel as though Punk was moving a little slow-ish. But
Fair
he was
enough.
Better than what he was moving. He was moving better than the Royal Rumble, though. For sure.
On Reddit, someone called him Pudgy Phil Brooks. So it is what it is. The man's old.
And that was the right call, but it's also like CM Punk. You cost yourself the match.
Yeah, Michael Cole said that.
So,
Can't really blame Seth Rollins for it, but he will. And he's gonna sound like Drew McIntyre too once he does.
yeah, and that's okay. I'm cool with it, as long as it makes sense.
Because Punk is great on the mic, so it's going to make for some great promos. Now, what's Damian Priest going to do? What do you guys think? Like, what is he going to be working on now?
So,
he's about to fight Finn. You said Damian Priest beat Drew?
Oh no,
Yeah,
I said
Drew.
Damian Priest. Sorry, yeah, I keep doing that with these. Yeah, Drew McIntyre. What is he going to be up to now? Because his beef is over.
I got him. I got him fighting Gunther.
Gunther, okay, going back.
Because
I agree, but I don't like it because Drew, if he's facing for the world title, he has to win at some point.
Yeah, but it's not going to be right now, though.
Yeah, because then you're going to make Gunther look crazy. Interesting. But
yeah,
he might be served up on the platter to Gunther.
That's why I don't want him to go for it right now. He can go
but that's
for
the way he's got, though, too, though.
Jey Uso or something. I don't know.
Gunther having this belt for a long time.
Bring in Odyssey Jones.
Triple H's guy. Nobody
who is this rare Odyssey Jones? First of all, I would like to say earlier in the beginning life of this podcast, you guys did resurrect Apollo Crews is his name, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys talked about him Apollo Crews hasn't wrestled. Then after the draft, we just brought him back. Who?
Cedric Alexander came back too.
On what?
The Black wrestlers coming back. NXT.
Oh, I was about to say because I don't see him on SmackDown or Raw, and I was like, who?
Triple H really like black people. Omos will be up here.
Omos is definitely sitting in catering. He ain't
Braun
even.
Strowman.
You got Kofi Kingston. You got what's the name?
Kofi Kingston is out with a fake injury. This is YouTube guy I watched. He's a black wrestler fan. He made a video about it. He said, "Look how the black wrestlers being treated. Why MVP is so upset at Triple H. Why Bobby Lashley wants to leave and reform the herb business outside of WWE." Like Triple H don't really know how to book black people. Just use them, man. Come on.
Is Ricochet black?
Right there. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
So you could have had a cool story with Ricochet and Braun Breaker. You were building up a good story, but for some reason you made Ricochet upset and want to leave.
Ricochet was upset because he wasn't getting past the mid card. He hit a ceiling pretty much. They didn't want to put him in the main title scene, which again, why not? He can wrestle. Well, I know he can't. He don't got a promo.
Can't talk.
He can wrestle. He got everything else but a promo. Give him a manager. Y'all do it with everybody else. That's athletic. He can't talk. Look at Brock Lesnar. His first run, he couldn't talk. Give him Paul Heyman.
Yeah, that'd be.
Came back. Give him Paul Heyman. Like, something you could do. You've done it before for the white guys. Do it for the nigga.
Oh my goodness.
But I feel as though they treating him right. But Odyssey Jones, he's not stepping foot in that ring. That's a miserable happen again.
All right,
that's Big Daddy V all over again.
Let's get ready to wrap this one up, folks. That's our wrap up on SummerSlam 2024. It was a great night. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Dashi, for letting me steal you guys for a quick time. And before we sign off, do you guys have any final thoughts? No long thoughts. Final thoughts on this year's SummerSlam?
No, that was good.
It was great. It was amazing. I hope more great pay-per-views come in the future.
I enjoyed it, and I love seeing title matches, and give me more specialty type matches. As always, thanks, listeners, for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, leave a comment, like, dislike. Join us next time on Tuesdays at 9:30 for 5-Star Frog Pod. Until then, I'm D Cypher. You can watch 5-Star Frog Splash. Is that the outro? I forgot the outro.
Splash.
Sorry. Yeah, it's not a Tuesday, so I'm